I got to give them credit where credit is due. The Boston Celtics handled their business last night, beating the Miami Heat. They were big time. I can't deny it. They spent the first 3 games of the series not hitting any threes, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what the hell happened to them last night, but it was wild watching them. I couldn't believe it personally. I was shocked. A 30-point edge for the Celtics on three-pointers. An 18-0 run in a 3-minute span in the third quarter. During that span, they hit 6 or 7 shots, 4-4 from three-point range. We hadn't seen that before in this series. Had 5 different players making 3 or more threes in game 4. They only shot 29% from 3 coming into the game last night. By the way, Boston improved to 9-3 this postseason when shooting better than 35% from three-point range. They're 0-5 this postseason when they shoot worse than 35%. Heat, lights out, struggling all season long. Least efficient offensive team in the NBA. Was blitzing everybody throughout these playoffs. Shoot 48% from 3 for the first 3 games in this series. Came down to earth last night, 8 for 32, 25% from three-point range. That was the difference. Boston is clearly a better team because they got better talent. But the Heat ain't no joke. And now that they won this game, they got a chance. They win game 5 in Boston Thursday night. Miami, all the pressure shifts to them for game 6 because no team in NBA history in 150 tries have lost a 3-0 lead. If Boston comes back, if Boston wins game 5, if you Miami and you don't win game 6, you got to look forward to going back to Boston for a game 7. And if that happens, oh my Lord, you're the Miami Heat. You don't want to be in that position. You can go ahead and try to close it out in game 5. And with Jimmy Butler there, of course, they're capable of pulling it off. Get Bam Adebayo more involved. But just in case that's not enough, whatever you do, don't lose game 6. If you lose game 5, don't lose game 6. Don't come back to a game 7 and put Jason Tatum in that kind of situation because in closeout games, this brother does his thing now. Over the last two games, he scored 84 points. He's averaging 42. Over the last 2 playoff elimination games, Jason Tatum is averaging 42 points on 62% shooting from the field and 52% shooting from three-point range. And Jaylen Brown can't hit a 3 to save his life. Only went 1 for 5 yesterday, but he still dropped 17 points. He's tall. He's athletic. He plays defense. He's incredibly athletic. He's aggressive, smart. Al Horford, Derek White, Brogdon, and these boys. I don't want to go back to Boston for a game 7. I don't want to be in a game 6 against Boston back in Miami. But if I have to, I could stomach that. But I should do everything I can to try to win game 5.